Hello to all my YouTube friends. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm Mariana from Durban in South Africa. We are heading towards winter. So I've crocheted a cardigan for my granddaughter. She's 9 years old, but this cardigan can be changed for sizes from 3-year-old actually up to 11-year-old. And I did indicate that in the pattern. So if you've missed it, you will see the video at the end of this headband video. Now I've made a second headband with the leftover yarns. I'm quite aware that people in the northern hemisphere are now heading towards summer. So I have there some lovely summer colors that I also will play with to see what I can now do for a spring headband and maybe a spring cardigan. So these two I've made. I hope you enjoy the patterns. Please leave comments. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it also so much that you have tuned into the channel. Thank you. I'm going to first make just my slip knot and then 12 chain stitches. I use a slightly smaller hook size, a 4.5 millimeter hook size. I've crocheted the cardigan with a 5 millimeter hook size. Good, so I have my 12 chain stitches. Now we're going to start crocheting into the second chain from the hook. I do not want to see little holes, because if I crochet in the normal way, like into these loops, then if I crochet this side, then it makes little holes. So I'm going to turn it. You will see here at the back of the stitches, there are these stitches, you can see them. So now I need to go into the second one from the hook. Go into the second one and make a DC. Then you go into the second one again, into that same stitch, and you go over now into the next other 2 stitches also, and you collect a loop from each of them, so that you have now 4 loops on your hook. You yarn over and pull through all 4. Then you make a chain stitch. You can see here you did now already go into this one. You're going to go again in this one and collect a loop. Then go into the next one and into the next one. So you've now pulled up again 3 more loops, so that there's now 4. Yarn over, crochet through all of them, make a chain stitch. Now you can see you've already now worked into this one, so this is where you start again into the same one that you went. Collect the loop. So it's actually DCs together that you are making now. Every time 3 DCs together. 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all 4, and again make a chain stitch. Then you go through the same loop that you have already crocheted into, collect a loop, now into the next one. This yarn is actually lovely. The fact that it's acrylic also means you can clearly see these little loops at the back. 4, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1, go into the same one that you went in. You will also see now there's only 3 loops left. So you go into this one that you've already crocheted into, collect the loop, into this one, and into the last one. Yarn over, pull through all 4. Now here at the end you will never make a chain stitch. You have to now crochet another DC into the same stitch at the end, but you do not complete the DC. You take the new yarn and you complete the DC with the new color. I take this as my next color. So just put it there and pull through. Then you turn. Now chain 1. The beginning of every row will be chain 1, and these rows are now just repeated. Now you make a DC into this first stitch here. Into both loops, make a DC. Now you're going to collect again 3 loops, so you are going to crochet 3 DCs together. You go into the same opening, collect a loop, go into the next 2 loops, collect a loop, go into the last ones, and collect a loop. And you see again 4, yarn over and pull through all 4. Now a chain stitch. Then this process is just repeated. Go into the same one that you have crocheted into, collect a loop, and pull up 2 more. Yarn over, pull through all 4, a chain stitch. Go into the same one where you have already crocheted into, collect a loop, then into the next 2. Chain stitch. Now again into the same one where you have crocheted into, and 2 more to have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 4. Chain stitch. Now you will see you will have 3 still, because you go again into the same one that you have already crocheted into, and then in the last 2 you go. Here's the last one. Collect a loop, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4. Here at the end you do not make a chain stitch, but you go back into this and you crochet a DC into that. But you don't now complete it with this color, because we do a color change now. And it will only be these ones that will be loose ends. That's the lovely thing of crocheting with 3 yarns. You just pull up a yarn every time. So now the last pull through will be with the new color. Then I turn, and now I always just pull tight both of these loops. Then you make a chain stitch. As you remember, I've said each row will begin with a chain stitch. Then you make a DC into the same last stitch. Then you start again in this stitch. You pull up a loop. Take the very next one, pull up a loop. Next one, and pull up a loop. Then a chain stitch. Then you go into the same one, into the next one, into the next one, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all of them, chain 1, go into this last one again, and now this last one. Sometimes I just let the finger help me if I've crocheted it too tightly. Again a chain stitch, go again into the one that you have already worked into, and go into the next 2. You can see there it is. Yarn over, pull through all 4, chain stitch. Now for the last one. So you go into the one that you've already crocheted into, and go into the last 2, collecting a loop, yarn over, pull through all 4. You don't make here a chain stitch. you go again into this last one and you make a DC, but look how lovely it is now. Now you will see, because you crochet with 3 yarns, the yarn will be ready. Let me just move this over. This yarn hangs here at the side. You just bring it up, because this is your next color now, because you repeat colors now. Bring it up. Don't let it be like a loose loop. It must just sit snugly here on the work that you've already crocheted. Now, what do we do at the beginning of a row? Chain 1, then a DC into the first DC, then you go again into this stitch and pull up 2 more loops. Chain stitch now. Again, go into the last one that you've crocheted into. So this is now just repeating. It is literally row 1 that you repeat all the time. Again a chain stitch. Again a chain stitch. Then into the one that you've already crocheted, and then there will be 2 remaining. As you can see, so you crochet in them, but now you don't make a chain stitch. You go back into this last stitch, you yarn over, get another loop. Now you take the new color. You can see after this it was that one, and this new color is now this side. You just bring it up and do the last yarn over. You will see here the loop will be. When we're going to do a ribbing all around, this will be hidden. Last time you start a row with a chain stitch, then a DC into the very first stitch. Then go back into that same opening, and now you pull up 3 loops. Chain, pull up the next 3 loops, but the first one is always going into the same opening first. Chain stitch, go into the same opening, and then 2 more. Chain stitch into the same opening, and then 2 more. Chain stitch and into that same opening, and the last 2. Yarn over, pull through all 4, go back into that one, just yarn over and pull the loop through. Now your next color will be waiting for you. It's now again, let us see which color it is. Just bring the yarn. Here you can see it is this color. That's now this side. Bring it. And there you've yarned over with the new color. You can see there the loop is. Chain stitch, and like that you will carry on. Look at the lovely texture. And this is an ideal way to, if you have now leftover yarns, because I sit with this that's left over from the cardigan. Then I can now crochet headbands that match it. So I'm going to provide now for you a sizing chart. Then you can know how long you have to crochet it before you end off. And the last color, this color, I'm not going to end off or cut the yarn. The other two I'm going to cut. I'm now ready to start to do the ribbing all around. I want the ribbing to just be 3 DCs wide. So I'm going to make 4 chain stitches. Then I'm not going to crochet into the chain stitch nearest to the hook. I make a DC into the second one from the hook and then in the other 2. What I'm going to do here, because there are no chain stitches here or DCs to work in, I'm going to slip stitch in every time between 2 color changes. So I slip stitch in here, and then here's the next color change, I slip stitch in there. Then you turn it, you will see it turns now like that. Now you're not going to crochet into these 2 slip stitches. So you skip them, you just crocheting in these last 3 stitches into the 3 DCs, and we do back loop only. Then I turn again. I make a chain and I again crochet into the first DC and then the other 2. Now I check where did I go in last. It was here. So I go between that 2 color changes and then into that 2 color changes. So you see I start now to crochet over these loops. Turn, skip the 2 slip stitches, make 3 DCs. Turn, chain 1, DC into each DC, and then I did go there last, so now I need to go between these 2 color changes in and then between those 2 color changes. And like that I will proceed all along. And here I've reached the end, so I can just now pull out the thread. Just take any loop here, join it. There will be some tension on this as the band stretches, so I'll just go over again over the stitches once I've stitched it up. Yeah, that is okay. Good, so just here up to the end here. And then I'll work my way back again to secure it really well. So I work the yarn away like that because it's going to stretch like that. And if it's stretched, I don't want the yarn to slip out. So I rather work the yarn in like that. And I think maybe the last thing that I want to do is maybe to put here something to say handmade or handmade with love. Let me see what I have. The unstretched circumference is about 50 or just less than 50 centimeters. The width there you can see is 8.5 centimeters. Then when we look at inches, then it is 10 inches times 2, so the circumference will be 20 inches. And the width, 3.5 inches.